Actually, I'm here tonight to announce our Burlington Business Award. And we are very lucky to have a vibrant community here in Burlington. And this award really is geared towards honoring a business that contributes significantly to that economic vitality and the vibrancy of Burlington and what makes Burlington the wonderful place it is to live, to work, and to play. Pamela Polston and Paula Rowley, both journalists, founded 7 Days in 1995 because they believed that this area, Burlington, would respond to an edgy, well-written newspaper. With $68,000 they borrowed from friends, these two women started a 28-page weekly and not only wrote and edited it, but drove halfway down I-89 to the printer every Tuesday night. It's been 13 years. And now we have 7 Days, an award-winning multimedia information source that is a vital part of our city. This year's Burlington Business Award goes to 7 Days. Accepting the award on behalf of 7 Days is Pamela Polston and Paula Rowley.
Paula, by the way. I know you're all confused. You all know Bobby Miller, right? He's here somewhere? Yeah, man about Burlington. Bobby was our first landlord, and he gave us a great deal on a cheap office space in North Landmark when we first started 13 years ago. And he gave us another opportunity as well. One day he came down to our basement office to check out the chaos, and he offered me and Pamela some sage advice. He extended his arm and said, kind of dramatically, "Touch me, I'm gold." Needless to say, we obeyed. Not to underestimate Bobby's power and generosity, but it's all of you that have made 7 Days what it is. Your support has enabled us to create a newspaper that shows Burlington for the vital place that it is, a place people want to come to if they don't live here, and if they do live here, hopefully they flip through it at least once a week and say to themselves, maybe I don't need to move to Boston. I'm pretty sure that benefits all of us. So thanks to all of you Burlington businesses for believing in us. Your investment has allowed us to grow 7 Days into a national model. And thank you to our amazing staff for pulling it together every week. To our salespeople who are tireless and creative and thankfully never quit. To our writers who work all hours of the day, night, and weekend. To our designers who make everything look cool. To our web team, they never stop innovating, even though sometimes we wish they would. Our marketing director, classified director, circulation drivers, many people are involved in making 7 Days, which I hope you've all noticed is no longer just a newspaper. People often ask us, where do you find these people? I can tell you, we found them right here.
Sorry about the notes, but we are writers, not orators. I want to tell you briefly about our name. And I don't mean 7 Days, which you obviously know, but about our corporate name, Da Capo Publishing, Inc. In Italian, if you have studied. Da Capo literally means from the head. In music, it's used as an instruction to go back to the top, to the beginning, to start over. which is exactly what we did almost 13 years ago, as you now know. We also chose Da Capo because it reflected our interest in the arts. We were, after all, a couple of arts writers whose prior business experience was bake sales. Paula's adding Christmas card sales. Door to door. Shut up, Paula. Perhaps because of that shortcoming, we also liked the vaguely mafioso sound of Da Capo. The real significance of our name, though, turned out to be the musical one, starting over. We took a huge leap of faith back in 1995 in starting our own newspaper. So did our first advertisers. We cajoled them into a 3 for the price of 2 deal. That gave us 3 28-page newspapers. At the end of those first 3 weeks, we looked at each other and said, "Oh my God, we have to keep doing this." And so we did. And I don't need to tell you the challenges that any new business faces. But it's imperative that I say we could not have started over. We could not have reinvented ourselves week after week for all these years without all the people that Paula has already mentioned. And we're convinced that we could not have done this anywhere but in Burlington, Vermont. So I want to thank you for the tremendous opportunity that we have had to inform, to critique, to reflect, sometimes to poke fun at, and to evolve with this community week after week. Thank you so much for this great honor.
On behalf of the BBA, I present the Burlington Business Award to 7 Days.